This is a trigger warning. This video will be very triggering to anyone who is still operating in separation consciousness, to anyone who has a lot of trauma that they haven't dealt with, from the understanding that you are part of the whole. There is no separation. You are inside of your own dream. If you're not there yet, I'm just gonna let you know you got this video. This video not for you, because it's going to trigger you. It's going to make you upset, and it's not going to make a lot of sense. Yeah, if you still believe that you have enemies, if you still believe that some of these people are you, some of these people are reflections of you, but these people aren't reflections of you, right? These people, you'll claim them, but these people, no. This video not for you. This video is about radical accountability. And what radical accountability means is just radical acceptance. Radical acceptance that you are the one, and you have on a virtual reality headset. You are inside of your own dream. If that understanding is not clear cut, or you don't have a desire, like if you have a desire to like understand this, and you know that some of your points are going to be hit, but you're like willing to move through that, then stay. But if you're not willing to move through that, I'm telling you to leave now, because I don't want you commenting on my video like, I can't believe you said this. Just go. Okay? All right. Are we alone? Are we alone? Okay. To everybody else who's still here, hello. If you are new, I am Beyond Taylor, and I am here to help you go beyond your self-imposed limitations. If you say yes to any of these questions, then you're in for a treat. Have you ever dimmed your light to make other people feel more confident and more secure? Have you ever changed your clothes when you were going out because you didn't want to outshine anyone? Have you ever faked an orgasm to make the other person feel better about themselves? Have you ever toned down your voice or didn't say the thing you wanted to say because you were so worried about offending someone else, even though it was your deepest truth? Okay, if you said yes to one or more of those questions, then you are in for a treat. I really want you to stop dimming your light. And we're going to talk about how to stop doing that in this video. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. This wanted to come out so bad. One, when I was at the gym, it was like boom, 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 boom. Like it was just coming, like these transmissions of what to talk about were coming out. And then when I was taking a shower, it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, okay, this desire is strong. Like this desire is so strong, and this is the vessel that it wants to like come out of. So let me go downstairs and let me go record, because the desire is strong. So here I am. And really, I'm here to activate you. I'm here to give you some activation codes. And I also have activation code sessions for more personalized help down in a link if you are interested. And I'm here to activate you, to help you remember that you should not be dimming your light for anybody. You should not be doing anything that you don't want to do. You should not be shrinking yourself to make other people feel good, because honestly, you're doing a disservice to them, because it's all a reflection. It's all a mirror. I was watching this video. This girl said, we're in a hall of mirrors. That's exactly what it is. Everything is mirroring you. So when you are in circumstances or situations where you are shrinking yourself, making yourself small to make other people feel better, it's not that the environment is doing that to you. It's that you have accepted that this is the way that you're going to move around. And then the people, the circumstances, and the events came into your life to like help you play that role out, pretty much. Everybody is playing a role, and they're playing it beautifully, and you're writing the script. So that's why it makes no sense to be upset about anything that ever happens in your life, because you wrote the script. All of it. And I mean all of it. That's why I said that this is going to be triggering. And if you still here after I told you to leave, then that's on you, babes. But everything you wrote, not you who you've taken yourself to be, but you, the infinite creator, wrote it all. So you are not a victim to your circumstances. Nobody did anything to you. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming the culture. Stop blaming some elites. Stop blaming the white man. Stop blaming whoever. Just stop. There's nobody to blame. You created all of these circumstances so that you could wake up. As you've been traveling through infinity, you've been playing this game of hide and seek with yourself. You've been playing this game of forgetting your divinity so that you could feel the pleasure of remembering. And every time you do it, you want it to become harder and harder and harder. So you create circumstances in your life to like really put you in a place to where you forget your divinity, to where you forget the truth of who you are, because you want the challenge to be so freaking hard, because when you remember again, it turns you on. It's like better than any orgasm that you've ever had. Like the best orgasm in the world. Remembering the truth of who you are is that good. Your divine self loves this dualistic game that it continues to play. I say all that to say there's no one to blame for the fact that you keep shrinking yourself. But now that you are here and now that you are receptive to what's being said, it's time to wake up, boo. It's time to say the things that you want to say, but oh, I'm afraid to say it because of who am I? Who? There are no others. There's only the self, and there's only you. You are projecting others. You are projecting stories onto them. That's not actually there. You literally have on a headset. You have on a headset. You're inside of your own dream. You're lucid right now, and you manifested me into your dream, and I am here giving you these codes. This is a co-creation game, and there isn't even an I that's doing this. This is just the universe responding to the stimuli. That's all that's happening. There is no I choosing to do this. Oh, sure. From the egoic identity, I am choosing to do this, right? We're not even playing that game anymore. We're going straight to the heart of what's actually happening. And it's that there's an energetic force moving all of this. And it is very intelligent. And you are that energetic force. But you chose to forget because you love to remember. And the more that you express yourself, the more that you show up and tell your truth and speak with your chest and wear the thing that you feel like you shouldn't wear, the more that you do those things, the more you remember. Because then you're starting to dance with the fear. And when you dance with the fear, you're dancing with duality. And when you dance with duality, you remember who you are. But as long as you are on one end or the other, and you're really preferring one spectrum over the other, you're always going to be like so deeply tied to the separate identity. That's why it's important to embrace the dualism. It's important to embrace your shadow, to claim that shit loud and proud, to say, I am this and I like this. I love the feeling of not trusting someone, right? I'm just saying, for example, like this game of like betrayal. That's what I'm looking for. I love to be betrayed. That sounds crazy, don't it? But you, as the fullness of all that you are, you did not come here to only feel one thing, or you wouldn't even know it was that one thing. You came here to feel it all. So on some level, you love betrayal. You love it, and you keep manifesting it, but you're just doing it unconsciously. So it's like, okay, since you know that you love this act of betrayal, this is why I love talking about art. How can we start to consciously tune this into an expression of art, which is why it's important for you to be fully seen. As I'm editing this video, I realized that I didn't give a great example of what I mean by how you love betrayal or you love being lied to. Not you who you protect yourself to be, but you as your God self, as the everything who loves dualism, who chose to come into human experience so that you could experience the full spectrum of emotions. So an example of betrayal is, let's say you keep running into relationships where in the beginning everything feels great, you feel chosen, you feel loved, and then they cheat on you or they leave you or they're lying to you. And or it could not just romantic relationships but also friendships, right? You keep running into friends where y'all hit it off, everything's going good, but then you find out they're talking about you behind your back or they're doing something to betray you. And you just keep finding yourselves in these relationships over and over and over again. It's because on some level, on the God level, you love the feeling that comes from the heartbreak of being betrayed. You are a very sensational being. I think I talk about that later in the video. But you are a very sensational being. You love that feeling. So instead of admitting that and like embracing that shadow aspect of yourself that you love the feeling of heartbreak, you suppress it and then it unconsciously manifests as relationships, as people coming into your life and leaving you. So the way to turn that into art is by like writing a story about it, writing a poem, making a song, creating content. Maybe you create content and you say the unconventional thing, right? You say the thing that's going to make people unsubscribe from you, that's going to make people unfollow, leave mean comments, because it's allowing you to, like, when it happens, it triggers that feeling of that heartbreak, that, oh, being left, being abandoned, but you're doing it in a conscious way because you're expressing yourself authentically. I'm not saying rage, like rage bait and just say the thing in order to like meet that need, because that's still very unconscious, but like just standing in your truth without holding back and knowing that like you're still going to get this need of being betrayed met, right? That's one way. But like I said, you can do it in music. You can even do it in like role playing with your partner, right? Create a scene where you walk in on them and you're like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. People do this. They don't even know that that's why they're doing it. It's because they love the feeling of heartbreak, of feeling rejected. So that you can like, create that in the role playing. Like, I can't believe you're cheating on me. How could you? And then you like go into that and then you end up making love because that's alchemy, you know? So this, I just want to give a better example to help you understand how wanting is evidence of having, or having is evidence of wanting. Having is evidence of wanting. So anything that's in your life, you wanted it, not on the level of who you've been taking yourself to be, but on the level of God, because you want it all. You love it all. So having is evidence of wanting. If it keeps showing up, it's because you really like it. And if you don't like how it's playing out, then you need to start to consciously take that energy, take those emotions and funnel them into something that's going to give you a better experience, right? Or I wouldn't even say better because you love that experience. It's not that it's worse. It's just not preferred. It's just not um, your choice. So it's like this. This is how you become a lucid dreamer. Like I keep talking about lucidity. This is how you become a lucid dreamer. As you start to make choices, not by suppressing, but by inviting all the aspects of yourself in. Okay, back to the video. If you really are in, like, you really want to play with betrayal, you really want to play with the drama, you do it, and then you sit with the discomfort, and you're like, ooh, because now you're consciously getting what you want anyway. You want it. You're just doing it unconsciously. So, like, these are the things you start to do when you understand that you came here for it all. You stop shrinking yourself. Just stop playing small. You start taking up space because you know that it's going to benefit the collective. And at the end of the day, the reason why it's going to benefit the collective, because there is no collective separate from you. You are part of the whole. You are not a little piece. You are not separate from it. You are part of the whole. Stop playing small. Stop playing it safe. Take the risk. Do the thing. And how are you going to start to do this? Remembering the truth of who you are. Self inquiry. Question the nature of yourself. Who am I? Ask yourself that question as many times in a day. Who am I? What is it that's aware of my experience? And notice that any answer that you perceive cannot be it because you're perceiving it. There's still something perceiving the answer. So you wanna get in touch with what is it that's perceiving the answer. And anything that you perceive, you still have to just like keep checking yourself. But I'm perceiving that. What is it that's perceiving that? And it's gonna be like a malfunction, like if a computer malfunctions, the conditioned mind goes, and then it's like boom. And it's not this like boom, like fireworks and it's more so just like, oh, it's what I'm already experiencing. It's simply me being aware. But like me saying that is not enough because you are so used to following the conditioned mind. Your attention, you're just very practiced and trained in following the conditioned mind. So me telling you that like you already are in possession of what you're looking for, which is simply knowing yourself as the awareness, and this is going to help you to lucid dream. That sound cool, but it's not until you practice self-inquiry, which is like training your attention to go back to itself and not so much towards what moves. So that is how you're going to become comfortable, or yeah, become comfortable with discomfort, to start to be seen, to start to take up space, to claim the truth of who you are, all the things. You did not come here to be digestible, palatable. You did not come here for any of that. You came here to fucking cause havoc and like experience it all. Like you came here to set fires and watch it all burn and laugh. You are a deep feeling mother effer and you love it. You love sensations. You love them all. When I was a kid, I thought I was crazy because I would like listen to music. I've talked about this before, but I would listen to music to make myself cry because I mean, I didn't understand it back then, but I just been, I'm a deep filler. I love being in my body. So it's crazy for so long I tried to escape the body, but I love being in the body because I love to feel. I love to deeply feel. So, I would listen to music to make myself cry harder. I would think of like the worst case scenario to make myself cry harder because I just love to feel and like I would cry tears of joy. I still do. Like sometimes I get so freaking happy that I just start crying. Like because of the joy of being alive is so intense. And I'll say to people like, I feel like I'm on drugs. Completely sober. I'm like, yo, do you feel like you're on drugs? People like, no, what are you talking about? Yo, I feel like I'm on drugs. I feel like I'm high, bro. I'm high. I'm high. Like, oh, what is this? Why do I feel this way? This is pure ecstasy. Now, I'm not always on that cloud, but like when it comes, I ride it. Where before, I didn't used to like to ride the cloud because it was always this fear of like, oh, it's going to go away. But now it's like this, oh, it's going to go away. Like it is going to go away. The same way, like when sadness comes, I just allow myself to feel it because it's going to go away. I'm just going to ride each emotion as it comes. So this makes it much easier for me to say the thing that is uncomfortable, for me to show up in a way that feels authentic to me without worrying about whose feelings I'm hurting. For me to not fake orgasms or not fake, oh, this feels good, this feels good. Baby, I won't say nothing if it ain't feeling good. I'll just lay there. Huh? 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 Because I'm not afraid of the discomfort that comes from hurting somebody's feelings. Because really, it's not hurting anybody's feelings. It's giving them the opportunity to rise to the occasion to do better or to keep it pushing. That's the way I see it. When it comes to anybody or anything or any circumstance, it's like you either rise to the occasion or this moves out of my awareness. That's the best thing you can do is to speak your truth. The best thing you can do is allow yourself to be fully seen, to be fully expressed, to allow your shadow to come out to play because it gives others the permission, one, and it's just a mirror. So when you do it, everybody else starts doing it, and then it makes the world a better place because now we're not suppressing these things, and then it's not looking like brutality in the world because we're so like the human like I mean the collective unconscious is filled with so much shit because people are suppressing their shadows instead of just consciously directing it in an artistic way. Go and create the damn movie where people are who I won't say that. But create the art that is inside of you that feels like such a taboo. Because if not, it's going to unconsciously show up in your life. And it's going to be like, why did I do that? Why is this happening? Why are kids being hurt? Why are people dying? Because you won't face your shadow. That's why. Because instead of living in harmony with this dark aspect of the self and seeing that it's not so scary, it's just duality, you keep suppressing it and repressing it for the sake of playing nice. Stop playing nice. Play whole. Holy. This is how you become holy. It has nothing to do with being a good person and having good morals. Not saying don't have good morals, but what the hell is morals anyway? That shit is made up. Being holy means being whole and leading with your heart. All the commandments could go away if people understood this. Love God and love others. But if you do the first thing, then loving others is automatic. Because when you love God, you understand that it's all the self. It's all God. There's nothing that's not God. How do you treat the mirror now with this understanding and with an open heart? How do you treat your shadows with an open heart? This is what's going to change everything. You are not a victim. Stop acting like it. And if you want to get into an activation session where I can really talk to your specific issue and not baby you and not coddle you, and then also we go through an embodiment session to like really anchor this. Because it's one thing for me to say this and then you feel motivated and then you go throughout your day and then you met with something and but it's another thing for me to be able to like tap into your cells and have a cellular upgrade, right? Totally different. So that's what happens in the activation sessions. They're 333 right now. I'm gonna up the price. So I would say grab uh, a session. You have 1 week to grab a session. It's 333, and the price will go up, and it will never be that cheap again. So also fully seen codes where you're gonna have access to what I'm telling you all the time as a course is coming. The wait list is down below. It's gonna help you be fully seen, learn how to teach your body to feel safety in being seen. And then it's also going to help you in your creative business, in your spiritual business, help you create, launch, and sell a product in 30 days. We talk about sales, we talk about marketing, we talk about branding. I talk about all those good things inside of the course. And then I also talk about Rest is a Revolution. That's another module inside of the course. I'm super excited for this course. I've been working on it for a couple months. I'm talking really fast. That's because I'm excited. When I get excited, I talk really fast. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.